Okay, so today is December 11th, Monday. Tomorrow is the last day of ninth month in Elul calendar. Then the first day of the 10th month will be on Wednesday, December 13th. And so yesterday video I said that I was waiting for something to happen yesterday and tomorrow, the last day of the ninth month, and then Wednesday, the first day of the 10th month. And guess what? Something happened yesterday, even though it's not a major FF, but it should be like pretty significant because it's like some sort of rituals, right? Okay, so thank you, my viewers, Christian and Steve, to provide me the information. And so, first of all, Steve, he told me first, so I will talk about the news in Nebraska. And there was an earthquake in Nebraska, and why is it interesting? Because it's rare. Because Nebraska is not on any fault line. So basically, if there's an earthquake, it's rare. And then within yesterday, there was a second earthquake that close to the border of Nebraska in South Dakota. So it's right in the middle of the U.S. It's the center in the middle, and so it's pretty significant. So now, tomorrow, the last day of the ninth month in Elul calendar. Let's see. The COP28 last day is tomorrow. And so Christian told me that tomorrow the UN will have an emergency meeting considering the Gaza situation. And the meeting, the emergency meeting was invoked by Egypt and Mauritania. So it's interesting. Why? Because first of all, both countries. Let's see. I'm not saying the whole two countries' population, but like the majority of them, or like at least 50% to a majority, should be the descendants of Ham. Ham was a Nephilim. Ham was a descendant of, I don't know if it's Satan, but definitely one of the fallen angels. So he was a Nephilim, and then so that's why it's interesting because Nephilim never like they never like peace, right? They like violence. They like to eat humans, and create chaos, and they are very violent, right? So that's that. So clearly their scripts like it's a joke, right? Their soap opera scripts. It just if I mean the Matrix people will never notice that because they first of all they already in the Matrix. Second of all, even though you read the Bible, if you're Matrix people, you can never understand. Connect the dots, right? So, so the soap opera episode for tomorrow is quite interesting. You know, the violence, the barbaric people, the barbarians invoked an emergency meeting, wanted peace and security. Hello, it doesn't make sense, right? So anyway, just an example. I'm not saying Egyptian and whatever they are barbarian, but like I'm talking about their part of their populations, right? Um, because they are the descendants of Ham. So that's interesting that just they just hope that nobody will catch their stupidity. If they like pick other country, that makes more sense than. Anyway, so that's the first thing to look at, and the second thing is the resolution. Is section A of resolution 377A5. The resolution. Okay, section A. The section A is 1 or A. 3 is C, right? C, and then 7 is G. C, G, G, A. And then there's a phi. A phi is a 5. Now, there's an AC there. G. G is Gregorian, right? Gregory, which is watchers, the fallen angels. Yeah, Gregory, there are 2 G's in that word, so GG. 5, because Saturn is 5. Satan is imprisoned on the 5th heaven right now, so 5. And what else? Known as Uniting for Peace. It's aimed at resolving a situation in which the UN fails to exercise its primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. Because Security Council members can't see eye to eye. So they're telling you that a group of grown-ups, they cannot resolve the issue among themselves, even though they formed UN just to be doing that, as a mediator. But, so what's the point of forming UN if a bunch of grown-ups cannot, resolve their differences? Why there's a difference? Why? UN supposed to be a middleman in the middle, not siding on any side. Supposed to be a mediator, neutral in the middle. So I don't understand. Just don't take side because you're not supposed to take side if you are a mediator. It's just a joke. It's such a joke, Okay, so then tomorrow, last day, of course, they pick last day of the 9th month, right? Emergency. And so 377, again, 77 is 7 times 11, so that's a 711 there. And then 37 is like 777, 777. And let's see, tomorrow is a time day, 1212. Coincide with the last day of 9th month, which is the baby supposed to be coming out tomorrow or Wednesday. Master time number 13. Okay, so then is the name of the meeting, wait for it, is hilarious. The 45th plenary meeting of the 10th emergency special session of the General Assembly on Tuesday, 12 December 2023. So 45th. Come on, seriously. You just can't make this stuff up. 45. And then plenary. It sounded like planetary, right? It's like the space creation. They have there's a space and then all the anyway. 10th emergency special session, the 10th, which is the 10th month on Wednesday. Hello. Okay. So then, the whole news, the whole article, it's just a joke. It's just like, just can't make this stuff up. They just put everything together on one news article that they just trying to tell you like they are that obvious. Um, why? Because the permanent member of the Security Council vetoing the Security Council. Who was that? Of course, the US. Hello. They don't want peace. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so this resolution was first adopted by the UN General Assembly in 1950. Again, that's a 9 to 5. We go to work 9 to 5. Why 9 to 5? 9 o'clock is, according to the Bible, is 3 o'clock. Is the time when Jesus crucified. Okay? And 5, if you use military time, 5 o'clock is 17 o'clock, 1700. So Jesus resurrected and ascended to heaven on the 17th day of the first month. That's a 1 there, 195. Oh my God. Okay. So again, we are at the end times time frame right now. So basically, if you just calculate the time, the number of years, God said the earth, which is the human society, only will have 6,000 years of life. So since we're towards the end of the 6,000 years, so we are at, no matter what, is 5,900 something. So that's a 5-9 there. And then if, for example, if we supposed to travel back in time, like 12 years, so that's a 88, 88 there. If we supposed to travel back in time like 15 years, then there's 85. Again, that's like a 8 and then there's a 5. So it's just like amazing. Like 7-Eleven is Jesus' birthday. And speaking of Jesus' birthday, is roughly speaking, because this year we have 13 months, so the time, the dates are later than supposedly. So let's see. So let me see. So with that said, in the next video, I will like show exactly around what dates is Jesus' birthday in Gregorian calendar. Okay, it's supposedly like around September, and then 1+1 around that time. So that's why they picked exactly that day, right? And okay, so this is the news of the tomorrow. Okay, so then on Wednesday the 13th, Christian also mentioned to me that that Vampire Trials He's supposed to have an announcement on the 13th after the COP28. So again, they already picked the time, date and time according to the Enoch calendar, because Enoch calendar is supposed to be the correct calendar from it's because it's from God. So it's supposed to be the correct calendar. And so that's why they opened the ninth month by having rituals in San Francisco. Remember the San Francisco's? They had a meeting, 2 days meetings, Thursday, Saturday, at the beginning. No, Thursday, Friday, at the beginning of the ninth month in Enoch calendar. Then now they closing the month. They're closing the ninth month by COP28, right? Tomorrow is the last day of the COP28, last day of the ninth month, and then the 13th is the first day of the 10th month. So that's why this vampire trials will have an announcement on the first day of the 10th month in Enoch calendar, because the Satanists siege Jerusalem on the 10th day of the 10th month, which is the 22nd and the 23rd. And so they are playing the time, the dates and times, repeating over and over again, because that's how they run their life, right? And so yesterday also in my video, I mentioned that there is a short video about the lizard Sabbath, and that the other being called Henry, talking about promoting Soul Invictus game. Soul Invictus game, which is the Invincible Sun. The birthday of the Invincible Sun is on December 25th. So, and that creature called Henry used his hand gesture to show it's a bomb, and then he's like boom, right? And Christian reminded me that like either Netanyahu or Obama mentioned that they will win the war. They will win this war on Christmas. So I think they both have the link to the Soul Invictus birthday, which is December 25th, and they, sending the signal to themselves, of course. And you never know, this year God say, okay, it's time now. I will allow you to do that, because we've been living in the time loop for quite some time. And the time loop supposedly come to an end, right? So just a heads up, if it's really happening on the 25th, then it's no surprise. And so let's see, because let's see, the 25th is the 13th day of the 10th month. So the next day, no, wait. Okay, so yeah, the 25th is like the 12th and 13th day of the month. And then the 26th is 13th and 14th day of the month. And then the 27th is 14th and 15th day of the month, 14. So the full moon will be on the 27th. So if they really start bombing on the 25th, it could lead to like the 27th, right? Let's see. they always pick the time that is that is across the time zones. So let's say should be Eastern time before 12 a.m. on the 25th, which is the Sol Invictus birthday, which is like around 11 something p.m., which which means the 26th in the other part of the world, right? December 26th. So if they start bombing on the December 26th, then will lead to the 27th is the rapture. But then now we're waiting for the rapture on the 22nd and the 23rd. So let's see what will happen because they could bomb on the 10th day of the 10th month to repeat the history. So which means the rapture will happen on the 22nd and 23rd, right? We don't need to wait till 25th, but who knows? But now it doesn't mean that they cannot bomb on the 25th. Like the rapture can still happen on the 22nd and 23rd, and then they still, they will start the bombing more, increase their, attacks on the 25th. Or the 25th is the Super Soldier Day. Remember Rusty Star? The satanic super soldier slaughtering mission? So, that's a nightmare before Christmas or on Christmas.